love the lifting capacity of the Kubota L2501. Whew! That is the mother of maple logs so far here on Catbird Hill. So that was quite a journey. Really took my time coming back from where I harvested the log over actually near the house. That's where it had been dropped a couple years ago when we took the tree down. And you kind of saw what I was doing here. I was, you know, this end of the log, as you can see, is very kind of oddly shaped. It's sort of a, it sort of comes this way and drops down. So I actually lowered the forks a little bit before I put it on the mill, and I wanted to make sure that I kind of rolled the protruding end here out of the way so I wouldn't be catching on the front rail. So we're going to try to push this back a little bit, get it a little bit more seated on the bed of the sawmill, and then we'll back the tractor away. I don't think it's going anywhere. Wow. Maybe I can convince Beth I need a skid loader. Wow, that, I don't think it's going to move. All right. All righty. "12 feet and about 2 inches. And we'll just kind of, this is kind of unusually shaped here. Oop, there go my sunglasses. We're going to call it probably 24. We'll say 24 inches. And let's check this other end here. Okay. 18 inches on the other end. So we'll do a log weight calculation, but I'm going to guess this is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 pounds. It's definitely a little bit more than a stated lift capacity of the Kubota, but remember, those documented lift capacity specifications are typically with the bucket elevated or the loader arms elevated. What I've found is that when you keep the loader arms very low to the ground, especially when you've got the advantage of pallet forks where you can tilt the forks back and roll them back and actually sort of pull that weight of the log a little bit closer to the hinge pins of the loader arms, you can carry a lot more. But I was impressed, you know, it had no trouble lifting it up. Let's see, we would have had to have cleared about 33, 34 inches off the ground. And that's actually, that would be from the bottom of the pallet forks to get this beast up here. So you saw what I was doing. I was clearing off some bark. This is where, you know, having a lot of bark on your logs is what really tends to wear down your blade. So I'll clean off the bark a little bit more and we will open it up and see what we have inside. Stay tuned. not be complete to have a day of sawing without hitting another nail. Can you believe it? Felt a little bit of, just a very little bit of resistance when I was making this cut here on this gorgeous slab, but definitely heard it, that spine tingling sound when your wood blade cuts through a chunk of metal. But the good news is it was the last cut, and I've actually cut 2 massive logs with this blade, so it would have been due for some sharpening anyway. Man, I really don't know if it gets any better than this. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous silver maple. We've got the spalting in there. Really, really pretty. Let's pour a little bit of water over this knot and see how that looks. Wow. Beautiful. Oh boy, that is gorgeous. Let's try a little bit here. Yeah, that's really, really nice stuff. There you all are. I can't think of a better way to spend a couple of hours on an absolutely beautiful afternoon here in southeastern Pennsylvania. So it has been, it was really hot yesterday. We were a little over 90 degrees, a lot of humidity. Without any storms or anything, it cooled off a lot last night, got real breezy, and it's in the mid 70s today and virtually no humidity. So this has been an amazing, amazingly productive log that you saw in its raw form on the mill, and it turned out a lot better than I had expected, with the exception, of course, of hitting another piece of metal. But you know, it just, that's why I need to buy a blade sharpener, hint hint. So I got out of this, let's count them up here, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 really top-notch slabs. And I think what I'm going to do with the remaining wood, you know, it's kind of punky. I don't think I'm really going to try to salvage anything out of that. This is a little rotted in here, so I'm probably not going to do anything with that. But all in all, an amazing day here. You know, this is just, and then the fun thing is I've got maybe at least 6 or 8 more logs, similar silver maple logs, a couple which are actually maybe just a tad bigger than this one. This did check in, I believe, at, I think it was between 1,400 and 1,500 pounds on the log calculator. So a really big log, and it very, very productive. Got a lot of great lumber out of this. This definitely should make someone a nice bar top, or if they want to keep it live edge, or if somebody wants to edge it and joint it and make a nice dining table, benches, you know, all kinds of stuff. So it's really a great dimension. It's nice and solid on the edges. There's no rot or anything, and we've got 20 inches kind of at the most narrow part of the log in the center. We've got 23 here, and this knot section is actually 24. So, you know, really, it's really a cool shape too. It was a little tricky getting it positioned on the mill. You can kind of see that curvilinear, you know, this little curve here. Had to kind of get it positioned on the mill so that I wouldn't, the saw blade guides wouldn't bump on the ends here, Just needed a little bit of shifting around, but it worked out really well. So stay tuned. More milling coming up. I absolutely love the Woodland Mills HM130 Max. It's just been an amazing sawmill for its price point. It's far exceeded my expectations as far as performance goes. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give us a thumbs up. And until next time, John here from Catbird Hill. Take care.